BYU and Utah will meet on Saturday. It's the final meeting between the two rivals in Provo as members of the same conference. True Blue's Robbie Bullough gets us ready for tip-off.
1 month ago, Jimmer'd and the Cougars waltzed into the Huntsman Center like they owned the place, going over the century mark in a 25-point slaughter of the Utes. This Saturday, the second round of the Deseret First Duel tips off in a sold-out Marriott Center. Last Saturday, BYU completed the season sweep of UNLV for the first time in 7 years with a 78-64 win in Provo. Jimmer'd continues to cement his place in BYU basketball history, becoming the all-time leading scorer in the Mountain West Conference with 2,194 points, surpassing San Diego State's Brandon Heath.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that I could do that this game. I didn't know anything about it. That's probably good that they don't tell me those things.
UNLV's Trayvon Willis must like the taste of crow because he ate it for the second time this season. Prior to the first matchup in Las Vegas, Willis said Fredette was, quote, supposedly the best player in the Mountain West. Jimmer'd rocked Trayvon and the Rebels with 39 points as the Cougars beat UNLV in Las Vegas for the first time in 9 tries. Then, before Saturday's rematch, Willis accused Jimmer'd of being a ball hog, saying, he doesn't want to get assists, he wants to shoot the ball every single time.
I didn't even hear what he said, to be honest with you. And to this point, it doesn't matter. I don't really care.
Jimmer'd scored a game-high 29 points and dished out 7 assists, also a game high. In fact, Jimmer'd now has 458 assists in his career, which moves him into 3rd place all-time in Mountain West Conference history, needing just 22 more to become the conference's all-time leader in points and assists. And for the record, Trayvon Willis had just 5 assists in both games against BYU combined. Fredette enters this week's matchups with Air Force and Utah still leading the nation, averaging 27.6 points per game. Jimmer'd exploded for 47 points in the first go-around with the Utes, igniting a stretch in which he scored over 40 points in 3 of 4 games. 6 of Fredette's top 7 individual scoring performances have come away from Provo, but his success against the Utes is not limited to just road trips. Last season, Jimmer'd lit up his arch rival for 36, the most points scored by a BYU player against Utah, until his follow-up performance of 47 last month. It was also the most he had scored at home, until his 43 points against 4th-ranked San Diego State 2 weeks ago set a new Marriott Center record for a Cougar.
I've been asked at times, what's the best way to guard Jimmer'd? And the best way to guard Jimmer'd is to foul him in practice, because we don't call fouls in practice.
While Jimmer'd dominates the national spotlight, his supporting cast is just as responsible for the team's success this season that has earned them a 22-2 record and number 7 ranking in this week's Associated Press poll. All 5 starters scored in double figures in the game at Utah, and Charles Bullough and Steven Rogers both came off the bench and put up double digits last weekend against UNLV.
Jimmer'd's a huge part of our team, but the reason why we're going to go far in the league and in the nation is because of the rest of the guys.
A win on Saturday would give the Cougars 9 wins in the last 10 games against Utah, and 5 consecutive over the Utes for the first time since 1973.